Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. EdTalks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. Our topic for the day is why are people today opting for more unconventional courses, and to express her viewpoints on the same, we have with us Miss Aditi Roy, ma'am, principal of Mount Columbus School, Delhi. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
How are you doing, ma'am?
Wonderful.
It's wonderful to have you here on board with us, ma'am. Thank you so much for taking
Thank
out
you
your
so
time.
much.
Thank you, ma'am. So let's start off with the session, ma'am, shall we?
Yes, of course.
So, firstly, ma'am, why, in your opinion, is the popularity of unconventional courses is rising these days?
Uh, See, I have a different take on it. I mean, why do we call these as unconventional courses? Who has named them as unconventional? Is only studying medicine and engineering and maybe law, or going for a normal graduation courses like a graduation in a particular subject, that's conventional? I mean, I've not gone through any kind of document which mentions that these are the conventional courses. It's us and our mindset who decides that, okay, these courses are unconventional. And see, at one point of time, of course, I do agree that our Indian populace, they have, they had a strong feeling in mind that only people, those who are studying maybe these courses, the so-called conventional courses, they are the only ones those are successful, considered successful. And the others are just the average. And of late, what we have noticed that, these, there are various options which are being available, which previously maybe people were unaware of. They did not know about these courses and what kind of career would options are also available, how successful they can be in such kind of courses. They were not aware. So now, with the world becoming small, now it is, the information is reaching to every doorstep. And then we have, I mean, if we leave this year's the examination, the entrance examination, the common entrance, which we had, besides that, till last year, it was an insane madness which happened. I would not say that it is bad or good. I don't want to comment on that part, but getting an entrance, I mean, an entry into a Delhi University college was a nightmare for even good students. I'll give you example saying here that, my daughter, when she was about to complete her class 12, the first thing she said for is that I'm going to, when we were discussing about her career choices, she said, the first thing I would not want to is get into the rat race of entering a college of Delhi University, because I might not be a 99 percenter, but I'm not a bad student. I get a 90% and I don't get a seat into such an elite college, and I spend the rest of my life thinking that I am a weak student. I'm not good enough. So these conventional courses, unconventional courses, so called, may be because, students are aware nowadays that, okay, we have a lot of array of options, and these can make us a, great success. One more thing, that the reason being, we say that 2030, 10 years down the line, 8 years down the line, the entire job market is going to be totally different. Whatever we are doing now will might become obsolete, right? So maybe the spurt in these unconventional courses.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think very wonderfully explained. And how did you, just put up your words like why do we call them, unconventional courses? First of all, there's not written anywhere and everything. Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving forward, ma'am, do you think these, the conventional courses or becoming, doctor and an engineer, are these, out of date? Do you believe that?
See, it is not, I won't say it is outdated, because as long as we are alive, we would be needing a doctor, right? I'm not saying that it will go, I mean, it will become outdated. But we have to the first thing should be that do I have the, inclination to study that? Or am I studying it only because that's the convention? That's what, that just to prove, one, that you are a good student. Two, aspirations of our parents, that okay, my
My
parent
parent
wants
wants.
me to be a doctor or to be an engineer. Actually, do I have that inclination to study that subject? Because most importantly, some convention courses which are conventional might, that I can see the kind of career options which are coming about, because I do a lot of career guidance for students, and there, what kind of career options which I see that which will be available in next 10 years down the line, 10, 15 years, you can say there'll be a gene recombinant farmer. Now tell me, you have to actually have that inclination of you, and the know-how also, that okay, this is the course I need to study to become this. There'll be a, surgeons will be required as a doctor. They will be required. A surgeon will be required, a doctor will be required. Now what kind of surgeon? It says it will be a nostalgia care surgeon.
Yeah.
So these are unheard of career options. Now, today, which is unconventional today, tomorrow it might be commonplace, and day after tomorrow it might again get obsolete. So it's not that these conventional courses are becoming obsolete. No, I won't at all say that they'll become, but we have to focus on whether I am really wanting to be a doctor. Do I want to be a doctor, or am I fulfilling someone else's aspiration? That is more important, because in India, we have this feel. We had this feel, I would say. At least parents nowadays are a little bit more aware that, okay, we are not going to put our aspirations on our kids. Our aspirations are our own. Our kids have their separate aspirations. So that way we have to, take care of it.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much. Very beautifully explained. Moving forward, ma'am, do you believe this rising popularity of unconventional courses is just, is it just trend or just another fad? How do you see it?
No, no, it is not. Because see, it is not a fad. I would not call this as a fad. The reason, now, let me ask, when I mean, let me tell you, when I became a teacher, 30 years back, when I became a teacher, I really did not count in my entire career how long will I be spending, what would be the average time which I'll be spending in my office teaching that particular subject. Am I really interested? So now students, they have that idea that after I complete my course, whatever course I do, I'll be spending around 80,000 hours in office. 80,000 hours of the rest of my life, minimum of 80,000 hours I will be spending in my office doing my work. Second, and the question is, how do you want to spend this 80,000 hours? Do you want to be happy? Do you just have to get up in the morning and feel, oh, this is another day and I have to go there? And so and everyone has this feeling that I need a very successful career, right? So career, if you want a career to be successful in career, two things are needed. One, you need to have a good salary, right? And along with it, the happiness and well-being is very important. We have seen, and pandemic has shown us how important mental well-being is, and kids are really taking it seriously. So I would not say that this is just a fad. This is something which kids are now consciously taking a decision that okay, I would want to have a balance in my work and my personal life. That major balance, the work and life balance, is very, very important. And this is only possible when you choose a career of your own choice. So when you're choosing a career of your own choice, we are giving you so many opportunities, we are giving you so many options. This is not going to be a fad, because as I said in the beginning, that the kind of careers we are going to look at in the coming years, 10, 15 years down the line, is going to be totally different from what we are looking at now. So that is going to, there's going to be a revolution. Already we are in the fourth industrial revolution, right? So this is going to increase. It's not going to go back.
Absolutely, ma'am. Work-life balance is really important when you're opting for a career. So, lastly, ma'am, what is, the scope of a career after opting for such courses? Could you, just give us a few examples?
See, the scope, it depends on how you space out your career choice. Because these careers, since as we call it as unconventional, since we call it as unconventional, it's not something that, okay, you take an admission, you sit for an entrance, you study your subjects, 3 subjects, 4 subjects, you study, sit for an entrance, and then you pass that entrance, you go walk down to a college, 4 years you're enjoying there, come out of it, you sit for a placement, get a job, and you're sorted. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You have to, here we have heard about the very very famous line, Darwin's theory, survival of the fittest. That is going to be more used now, because you will be successful in your career only if you know how to tweak your way into it. Because here, as I said, you might become a, as a conventional course, you are a doctor, you are someone who is into maybe orthopedics, which is a little hatke, right, into orthopedics. Now we have a career option which says that these days we have these limbs which are PVC or some kind of limbs which can be utilized in kids or accident cases, right? Now it says that there is a career option which is going to come out, which says that you are a body part reconstruction engineer. Now, you are studying engineering, you are studying medical. What are you studying? If you are studying one, you have an idea that this is what I want to be, or you're working on it, then you will also have to channelize that way. That okay, you finish the basic course, then you do for a specialized course. So only then, yes, these career options will be very very successful. I gave you an example. My daughter did not study the normal conventional courses. She went for hotel management. Though now hotel management as is already into the fold, she went for hotel management. She worked for 2 years with the Taj Group, and now she's joined a MNC where she's going into construction. She's gone into construction, and she's enjoying the work there. So she's improving herself, because you cannot say that, "Oh, okay, I have done a course in so and so year, and that course will take me through next 30 years." That's not going to happen. It took us as teachers, as maybe now principals, it took us, but the coming generation, that will not take you. You have to constantly upgrade yourself.
Yes,
You have to be on the run, because there's someone behind you who's ready to take over.
absolutely, ma'am. The times have changed. You have to constantly upgrade yourself.
Of course, this is extremely important. So these, the main thing the students need is they need to focus on their skill development. The skills, only that will survive. If you have the skill, because we are looking at automation, everything might get automated by the end of maybe next 20, 20, 30 years. Everything might get automated. So, and present students should know about the world of works also. By 2030, this is going to be there. The four world with this four world of works have the color combinations which is given, the red, blue, green, and yellow, and what each stands for is also very important. So the shift has to be towards skill development, and only those who are really skilled will survive. You don't have to have bookish knowledge, you need to have the skill. And teachers also should understand that we need to give the skills to the students. Only then, I don't need to make students learn what is the Newton's third law by heart. Give the skill instead. If the skill is given to the child, you pull a rubber band and show that the action has a reaction, the Newton's third law is proved. So that way, that is the only how students will survive the shift in the entire career options, career choices which the kids have. As of now, we did not have those choices during our times. Kids are very lucky that they have this at present.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you so much, Aditi ma'am, for being here and, imparting your knowledge and viewpoints with us. It was wonderful having you on board.
Thank you so very much. Pleasure.
And for all the viewers watching us out, do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day.
You too. Happy Karwa Chauth to all in your office also.
Thank you, ma'am, and same to
Thank
you.
you.